Hello, everybody. This is Douglas Block. It's your weekly live chat. Today is the 29th of March, 2020. My God, I'm just trying to protect myself from all of you from getting. Wait. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Hey, I'm virtual. I don't have to worry about catching any germs from you live chatters, and I don't have to worry about giving them to you. Hot. I'm not. I won't sneeze. Anyway, hey, nice to see you on the 29th. Yes, the world is kind of going nuts. Although, I don't know, what do you say? I just read this really good article today. Well, welcome everybody. Chom Choms, Taco Platter, Rob Dryrack, Lazy Eye Ranch, James D., Anthony Olson, Robert Jenkins, John Gaffilian, Tony Issue, Teresa Young, Kay Bailey, James D., Teofane, Shirley K., Rob Dirac, I said, Joy T, Rob, and Jesus Christ himself. Hey, it's a Sunday, what else? And Taco Platter, of course. Hey, Taco, I'm going to send you an email about some way you could help me with my new book, Bandits Mina, and Lazy Eye Ranch, of course, and Andrea M. You're all here. So, yes, did you guys see my my update on the coronavirus I released yesterday? Saturday, the 28th of March, 2020, I had a balaclava on. It was black. It looked sinister. And of course, it was a whole joke about my protecting myself from the germs. I'm 71, but I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. I am just going. The sun is out. Another bike ride. By the way, I just learned yesterday that the 3 things you can do to protect yourself against the coronavirus. Get this: good night's sleep, eat well, and above all, exercise, because exercise builds the immune system. What have I been telling you guys for the last 7 years, huh? Since I've been doing this channel. Sleep, exercise, and diet, the big 3. If you got those under control, you're in a good state. So it also helps with immunity. So what helps us fight depression, what helps us fight anxiety, also keeps us physically well and more likely not to get the virus, or if we get it, to survive it. Anyway, so 99% of the people survive, so don't get too freaked out. And I learned last night that those who don't survive usually have some sort of a compromised immune system. So I'm not, again, trying to play down the seriousness of this, but if you're taking care of yourself and if you're reasonably healthy, it's not worth getting paranoid about. That being said, stay at home, wash your hands, everything. Oh, wow, you're doing much better now. Yes, that was 4 years ago, John Gaffilian. Yes, 4 years ago, I was getting ECT in the hospital. But as Taco Platter tells us, what goes down must come up. What goes down must come up. And why are we not showing, can anybody tell me how many people are watching? It's not showing on my screen. Anyway, you can hear me, right? I don't know what's going on with YouTube. All right, any questions? You saved me from sinking back into a depressive episode last night. Thank you for giving me some hope, finally. And what did you see that made you 73, 70? Okay, thank you. If we get above 80, raise your hand, please. Anyway, are we time for a joke? Is it time for a joke that is in keeping with the situation we're all undergoing? Okay, what did one elevator say to the other? Anybody know the answer? I think I'm coming down with something. How's that for relatively dark humor? So, you eat ramen soup and only exercise beer bottle opener, pulling the strings. Well, maybe you want to go outside and take a walk, fresh air would help. More worried about civil unrest and people taking my stuff. Where do you live, John Martin? Is there hope for somebody who has treatment-resistant depression? Nothing works for him. Is there still hope for recovery? Yes, Adil Ahmed. I had treatment resistance not 1, 2, 3, 4 times I had it. Okay, when it gets to 90, let me know. Exotic Enigma, let me know. So, do you guys have any questions about mental health? How are you dealing with your fears? What were the 4 things I talked about yesterday on the video on the coronavirus? You should all watch it if you haven't seen it all. 4 things that people are dealing with. 1, general fear, right? Ah! Number 2, social isolation. You better believe it. People need to connect with others to feel good, to overcome depression and anxiety. We're all in our homes, right? But we do have live chat, right? We do have FaceTime. We do have phones. Number 3, disruption of routines. This is the one I'm having a hard time with. I can't even get bird food for my birds because the bird shop closed down. And number 4, of course, issues about money. Has anybody lost their job here? Has anyone laid off? That's a real big deal. And of course, the United States is the only developed country that doesn't have universal health care. So now Bernie Sanders, sounds like he's a prophet, because that's a lot of people can't afford to get treatment. Robert Jenkins with his weekly $20 donation, the Painted State of YouTube. OCD has been really bad. Everything these days is going through my head. Good news, doc changed my meds to Luvox, which I recommended. I hope it helps out. Tired of OCD. OCD, did you see my video, how to get free of OCD? Anyway, speaking of which, since I started talking about the coronavirus, YouTube has decreased my views by 70%. Someone said they don't like it because you're dissing China. I don't know what it is, but hey, thank you, Jason. Any donations you can give besides Robert would be great. I know Tackle Plotter, you normally every week you put in $5 Canadian. Hey, if you can do it again, that's great. You said you were working. Okay, question. I tend to get agitated through depression, anxiety when cooked. Whoa, what's going on? Too many questions here. When I cooked up this way for many years, what's your advice in current lockdown? I would try to stay as connected as you can with people. Call, FaceTime, email, and you can go outside. You can take a walk. Right now, there's dozens of people walking in my neighborhood at 12:08 Portland time. Just two people just came riding by. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, so being, sheltering in place doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay at home. You can go outside and walk and exercise. And someone just made a donation. It was Jason Clulo, £5. Thank you, Jason. By the way, have any of you heard of a publisher in the UK called Trigger? It was founded by someone who has OCD. I'm working on a new book on suicide prevention, and they may publish it. And I may end up coming to the UK for a lecture tour. What do you think of that, you guys? You can all meet me at the lecture and shake my hands and, give me a $20 tip. Not watching news helps me not to get anxious. Yes, the news is completely focused. They have this thing on CNN and MSNBC. Johns Hopkins University, world count, 691,000 infected, 32,000 die. USA count, 132,000 infected, 2,500 die. And every minute it keeps going up. It's like it's feeding your brain all the bad news, all the horrible stuff. If you keep watching that too long, it's going to mess with your head. So Tessa Young, I agree with you. Limit your exposure to the news. The USA is unfortunately a third world country. Yes, it is, and the certain political party has done that to us over the last 20 years. All the basic safety nets, they don't believe in the government. How do you deal with catastrophizing? Even before this, I found my mind always went to the worst case scenario. Wendy Hefferman, if you email me, I will send you a 3-step process for stopping catastrophizing in its tracks. So, if I can find it. DouglasBlog@gmail.com. Wendy, email me and I will send you an exercise. Or you can get my book, Healing from Depression. How do you figure out if depression is getting better? Keep a mood diary on a 1 to 10 scale. How are you feeling? 10 is wonderful. 1 is I want to off myself. Just track your moods. As you feel better, your moods will get better. If you come to New York, I will spot you $100. Says Nick, really? My brother lives in New York, but my plane fare is going to cost $700, Nick. But hey, I appreciate it. I might be coming back to visit my brother once this is lifted. Sana Ismail, hey, they have a great article in Denmark how they're actually paying people to stay at work. They're paying the employers, the government is. Taco Platter, there's your $5. Thank you. I keep sweeping my floor in the same pattern over and over again. I'm ruminating. That's very, very good. I'm going to take a picture of that. Taco, I'm going to write you. I'm going to write you an email. I want you to respond to me, okay? I want to know how you got better so quickly. I love Santorini. Is it normal to have depression and anxiety for 5 years because of death of a loved one? Yeah. I said in my videos, the number one cause of depression is loss of love, is separation. We are supposed to be bonded to each other. We're mammals. Mammals give birth to live young. If a baby isn't held or touched, it fails to thrive. It dies. So yes, loss of love, loss of attachment, huge. So be gentle with yourself. You will get over this. Time heals all wounds. Reach out for support. Whoops, $10 from somebody. RC, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I've had, like I said, a 70% cut in views. I have no idea. You're going insane for someone? Why is that? How can we help you feel better? You don't have to go insane just because the world is. Yes, I will definitely see you, Nick B. Just send me an email and let me know how to get a hold of you. Jason Clue, I had a dream last night that I was cutting carrots with the Grim Reaper, dicing with death. Oh, you are just too amazing. Priyana Kasyap, I have had extreme anxiety stricken since 3 months due to some serious business problems. Partner got you into fraud. I don't have any money left. I'm 25, jobless, and extreme anxiety. Well, I'm really sorry this happened, but remember, it's temporary. You can get back on your feet. You're still very, very, very young. And thank you, Robert Jenkins, for another, or somebody left another $5. I'm sure it was Robert. Yep, it was. Thank you, my friend. Robert and I have had some FaceTime video chats. He's a real stand-up guy, ex-veteran of the Navy, really just amazing, IT, smart, everything. He just has his OCT. He's got to get under control. Read Brainlock by Jeffrey Schwartz. How many people do we have watching, boys and girls? Let me know. Grief can transition into depression, Teofane. Am I pronouncing your name correctly, and what does it mean? Yes, get help. Grief, it's called complicated mourning. I'm going to write this down. Anybody who is still suffering depression because of a loss, this is what it's called, and there are people who know how to treat this. Complicated mourning. You know, there's never been a better time to be mentally ill than right now in 2020. Why? Because there's so much knowledge about psychology. There's so much information. There's so many treatments, you know, ECT, TMS, ketamine for some people, all these different antidepressants, anxiety, mindfulness. Go on the internet, man. There is so much information. I mean, there is so much support out there if you just reach for it. And I'm a huge believer in prayer. What's the word? Seek and ye shall find, knock and the door shall be opened, right? And what's the third from Matthew? Someone get me the Gospel of Matthew, the Sermon on the Mount. I need to get, someone get a Bible. It's somewhere in Matthew 5 something other, Sermon on the Mount. I want to know what the third word in that is. Third line. Bubs, open your third eye and you will unlock the answers. Do not eat meat. Watch the news. Well, I agree with that, and I don't eat meat. Thank you. Don't ever watch the news. Well, it's controlled by the government to pump fear into your head. That's why I wouldn't go that far, but it does pump a lot of fear. My cousin, an immigrant with no job, no employment, no stimulus check, and a loaded gun. Well, then you tell your cousin to call the National Suicide Prevention Helpline. I'll even give it to you. I do think there is a silver lining to most things, Sebastian Sincliffe, but I think you can only know the reason after the fact looking back. I don't think we're given bad things on purpose, but they do happen. But I do believe you can turn lemons into lemonade. Okay, here's that phone number, 1-800-273-8255. Give that number to your cousin, will you? All right. How many people now? Could someone tell me? $20 from RCS 2020. Yes, thank you very much. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much. First thing every morning, I have love guide you all the time and things will change. Well, that's nice. I agree with that. Does OCT change into something you're not really? My thoughts have become wreaking havoc on me. I just want to be the man God wants me to. Your thoughts are not who you are, Robert Jenkins. Your OCD is not who you are. You are a divine child of God. You're a whole and perfect inside yourself. You just have a brain that's not working properly. It's like if you had pneumonia, right? Your lungs aren't working properly, so you need to get antibiotics. You need to get Luvox therapy, and also that book Brainlock. You will get better. This is not you. This is your brain, and you will not be permanently disfigured or handicapped by this. 82. Thank you very much. Taco Platter says, hey, Robert, read Brainlock. It's an amazing for OCD. I used to help break free from obsessive thinking. Thank you, Taco Platter. Good testimonial. Where is Lazy Eye Ranch? Lazy, what's going on with goats? What's going on with your new life? Lazy Eye Ranch was desperate months ago, and now she's with her son. He's taking medication. Most of the time, she's feeling better. This just shows you. I'm going to type it in there. I'm going to type it in. Right, here we are. Recovery is... Okay, someone once said a pandemic is a hypochondriac's worst nightmare. Yes, but SB, I want the whole thing. I want all 3 lines. Hey, Ash Stubbings, nice. Square Circle, love your channel. I love that name. So, how many of you raise your hand if you're afraid that you're going to get sick and die? Is anybody having a lot of anxiety about catching this virus and dying. Let me know, and I'll try to give you some. What makes me believe God exists, Sebastian? It's faith. You know, that's what Kierkegaard said, right? It's you have to take the leap of faith. There's no way to know. Absolutely. So it's just something inside of me says. And by the way, when I think of God, I think of universal intelligence. I don't think of an old white man in the sky. No, I think there's something greater than ourselves running the show, but I can't tell you what that is. Alec Weininger, any tips that would help me push me to reach out when in crisis? You just have to tell yourself you're worthy of support, and you just have to tell yourself that this is going to help you, and that you love yourself enough, you deserve it, to get help, and it's your survival instinct, Love and Survival, a book that Dean Ornish wrote, the scientific basis for the human power of intimacy. We need love to survive, so just tell yourself I'm worthy of surviving. So SB, I want you to read type out that whole thing from the Gospel of Matthew, Sermon on the Mount. What? God darn it. Write it, put it in there. Something about knock on the door, seeking you shall find, ask and it shall be given unto you. I got it. Seeking you shall find, knock on the door shall be opened. Got it. The memory still works. All right, I get up with the daily thought of killing myself. Well, that's probably, it's just a thought. You don't have to act on it. And I keep going to bed thinking of dying in sleep. I'm sorry, it seems like I'm wanting a lot. Somehow I'm going through hell, don't stop. Does that mean you're actually reading my book? That's the point. It was Winston Churchill who said, when going through hell, keep going. You remember that in World War II? You guys were all alive, weren't you? No, you weren't. But that's what he said. And I changed it to when going through hell, don't stop. Do you know I was actually, quote, investigator actually listed me as a possible person who said when going through hell, don't keep going. I was actually listed right next to Winston Churchill. What an honor. But do you have my book? Because when you are going through hell, put one foot in front of the other. Remember, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. You're walking through the valley. Okay, I'm going to write this down. Walking through. You're not meant to live in the valley. You're not meant to own a home there. You're not meant to rent a condo. You are going through the valley. Look at Taco Platter. Taco, say something to this man, Pure Janit, that you were going through hell, you didn't stop, and now you're better. How long ago did you start TMS, and what do you think about it so far? I didn't do TMS, I did ECT, but I know people who have done TMS. Hey, Abdullah Masiri, hello from Saudi Arabia. Always nice to see you. I just watched a virtual church service an hour ago and found comfort in the words of the pastor. I'm not religious, but I love her sermons. And who is she? Of course, I like Joel Osteen. Where is Danielle Kate when we need her? You can relate, Susan Jones? I thought you were doing better. Susan, you're a teacher, but I guess you don't have school right now, huh? Microdosing LSD has helped, but usually people microdose psilocybin, which is much more, what's the word? Gentle. Laza Maria, limited. I had only 3 sessions so far. Tomorrow I start again. Keep up the work. Something will take you out of it. When going through hell, don't stop. You can and will recover. Something will come along. I have been desperate 4 times. I was hospitalized at 26, 33, 46, and 65. And I'm here to tell the story. I'm still alive. And it's called being a survivor. Being a triumphant survivor. You can all be triumphant survivors. Hello from Thailand. SB, I got it. I got the whole quote. Interesting, Bubs. So what is it? Does that feel like a positive thing for you? John Martin, Apple equals acknowledge, pause, push back, let go, evaluate. Thank you, John. No pain during the sessions, of course. Oh, wow. I didn't have short-term memory problems with ECT. I don't know. All I know is that it does usually pass. That's what psychiatrists told me. And in 3 weeks, you got to give it some time. I didn't really get the benefits of ECT until after it was over. So just keep putting one step in front of the other. Exercise, good for cognitive therapy. Take ginkgo biloba for memory. Just take good care of yourself. Trust that your brain will basically not regenerate itself, but basically reconfigure itself. Nothing is taking me out of it, BB. Severe psych drug withdrawals and brain damage. Well, your brain is not permanently damaged, but I know what drug withdrawals can be like. Keep hanging in there. Does smoking weed relieve depression or make it worse? Greetings from Ireland. It depends on the person. I know someone who smokes weed for anxiety. Other people, it makes them more anxious. marijuana is a depressant. So for most people, it makes them more depressed, but some people it doesn't. Can you recover from major depression just by exercise? Well, it depends on how bad the depression is. Major depression, exercise can help. You usually need more than that if you're really like severely depressed. Yeah, OCD does get quiet. Hey Bailey. Hello, Ireland. You still have memory and concentration issues from the depression, Teofane? Well, time heals all wounds. Keep treating yourself well. Make sure you're getting enough nutrition. Make sure you're getting all your vitamins and minerals. Exercise, very good for the brain. Tell your body, give yourself an affirmation. The healing power of spirit within me is making me whole and well. The healing power of God within me is making me whole and well. The healing power of my own immune system and my own healing system is making me whole and well. Just tell yourself, every day in every way I'm getting better and better. That's a famous quotation from a guy whose name I'm forgetting, but he was a pharmacist in France. He became internationally famous from that affirmation. That's your true joke. Okay, very good. I like that, Supub Tariq. We got a lot of people from the Middle East here. Nick B says, weed makes me worse. Doesn't work for me, but does my brother. Exactly what I was saying. Why avoid generic Lunesta? It's not helping me much, but that's what I take. What is nortriptyline and how does it help? It's a tricyclic antidepressant. It works on the serotonin just like everything else. It's an old antidepressant. My Schwingen Kaiser is totally against pot for anything closed-minded. Ladies, show me the research, then I might believe you. Well, there's anecdotal research. Headstrong philosophy. Hey guys, nice to hear from you. Jason, why can't you move on? Jason says to John. Sebastian said, goodbye, Doug. Got to go. Take care and meet you next week. Thank you, Sebastian. Lovely name. Do you feel meditation alone can heal anxiety? Meditation is very, very powerful. It definitely can relax the fight or flight nervous system and help decrease anxiety. Absolutely. Right. The type of cannabis, says Lazy Eye Ranch. You're going to psychologist tomorrow, Bandus Mina? Good work. Yeah, short-term memory. Look, what happens when you're depressed is the hippocampus right here, which deals with memory, it shrinks, really. So you do have cognitive memory problems. But as you get better, it expands, and then it gets back to normal. This has been scientifically proven, so your memory can come back. Trust me. I've worked with so many people who've been severely depressed, including me, and we've all basically gotten better. The hospital didn't work for my depression, Wendy, but it gave me a break, and it kept me safe. So in that case, yes, but it didn't. No long-term healing is done in a hospital, except the ECT. Bubs, KBL, I don't know how to side chat, but yes, these days I do not trip but feel alive with more energy and focus like I used to. I think people are not open to its positive properties. Hey, Bubs, if it works for you, that's great. It was not my fault I had a breakdown, and because of the breakdown, I lost a loved one. Well, I'm sorry. You just have to, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but believe me, what you lost can be regained. There's a great, I know I'm being a little biblical today, but there's a great line from one of the Psalms, 126 verse 1. They that, Stephanie likes this. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Psalm 126 verse 1, it is true. I've had so many tears in my life, but it's all come back. And of course, Taco Platter. Anybody who has gone really depressed and got better, I want you to speak up right now. I want you to give hope to the people who are in a dark place and tell them that night is followed by day and winter by spring. I saw Noah's video when he visited you in the hospital. Yes, I am doing much better now. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate Noah for reaching out to me. And I know he's out of treatment now, and he's doing better. Well, high voltage anxiety, Madeline Roy, probably due to what's going on in the world. Bub says, I had to quit marijuana after smoking for 18 years straight and feel much better just giving experiences people can take and leave. What I say, all love to you, Bubs. Thank you for your sharing. What exactly is ECT? It's electroconvulsive therapy, and it means that you basically induce grand mal seizure in the brain. It somehow reorganizes the brain soup, and empirically it works about 70% of the time, so says the research. So that's what it is. What goes down must come up. Thank you, Smokey. That's my saying. Hope is necessary, says Shirley K. Thank you for your wonderful comments on my YouTube channel. I was necessary to give up after 2 years of help. I decided to have hope. Now you're getting better. Good work. See, Shirley K. There's a testimony right there. Yes, John, I've had major. Hey, look, John, I got your email. I'm going to send you a free copy of my ebook, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. That will show you how people can recover. Danielle, you just woke up in Houston. What's going on with Joel Osteen's church? And by the way, I quoted you somewhere earlier, and I forgot why, but I wanted you to speak up and talk about something. Anyway, nice to see you. The dark tunnel opens up and you are back in the sunshine. It will happen. Thank you, Lori Buckman. Yes, I want more. I want more positive testimonials here. This too shall pass. Thank you, Smokey. I know you find it hard to have any hope for the future. That's what depression does to you. But you know what? I did a video I want you to all watch. Ready for this video? It's called Depression Lies About the Future. Has anyone seen my... Has anyone seen that video I made, Depression Lies About the Future? I have your book. Got it when it was used. Really lucky to find you signed it. Really? Where do you get it, Super Silver J? Is Mohammed here yet? Anthony, no, he hasn't showed up today. I know he's been going through a hard time. Hopefully the Gaza Strip has been somewhat immune from the virus. So Daniel, why was I bringing you up? I forget. There was something I was going to say, and I completely spaced it. Anyway, it's great to see you here. And how are you doing with the virus? Are you still working with older people? You're only 29 years old, John Gaffilian. My God, you're a baby. You have your life ahead of you. Your videos were very helpful last year when I was really bad. Thank you, T.O. Fane. I'd love to know your real name one of these days. Kelly Burns! Yay, Kelly! Kelly has been looking at my my new book. Joel Osteen is live on YouTube. No audience, but a few band members and Joel. Got on Amazon. Wow. I didn't know they sold used books on Amazon. Lazy Irons, I'm so much better than I was a year ago. Even 3 years ago, I thought I was permanently sad, but I turned the corner. It gets better all the time. Thank you. Look at all these testimonials. Look, you guys, I want you to hold hope. Everybody who is here, Dave Durango has an email address that he's sharing with people, if I can only get it to go. Yes, thank you, Dave. Really appreciate it. I wanted to kill myself 3 weeks ago. Today I'm functioning somewhat normal. At Douglas Block has helped me quite a bit with the messaging of hope. 95 people watching, Smokey. Let's make it go to 100. Call your friends, call your family, and someone make some donations here, please. The Waken Wolves, it would be awesome to meet you. I live here in Portland too. You do? If I still were running my support groups, I would basically have you come if you wanted to. Depression doesn't like a moving target. Thank you, MG Brooklyn. Another basically a video I did, although I stole that from somebody. I'm not right to, I've taken my meds in the morning. I'm not quite sure what that means. Good job, Dave. Yes, hang in there, Dave. What goes down must come up. I'm going to take, it's now exactly halfway through. I need to take a lozenge. I've been talking almost nonstop. A joke, my kingdom for a joke. You know, it's not summer yet, but I love ice cream trucks. But what does an ice cream man do when his truck breaks down? He puts cones out. Okay? How's that? Hold on, I got to do that. Okay, what about this? Billy Reed, who got ECT. I broke my arm in 2 places. You know what my doctor told me? Stay out of those places. Why did the man fall down the well? He couldn't see that well. That's bad. What's the best thing about, well, okay. It's hard to tell puns to kleptomaniacs because they always take things literally. Let's have some jokes from the peanut gallery. SB, Douglas's practical tools have helped me tremendously step out of the heaviness of depression, to acknowledge it and to do what I do to move forward. Thank you. Stephanie, people don't know I paid her $100 to say that. No, I didn't. How often do you live stream Square Circle? I've been doing them every week, Sunday at noon Pacific time for 3 straight years. I don't think I've missed one. I think I missed one when I was visiting my brother in New York City. Oh my God. My next door neighbor worships exhaust pipes. He's a Catholic converter. That is the worst. Yes, jigsaws, salvation to me when I was bad off. You're right. I love jigsaw puzzles. I will help depressed people after my episode for the rest of the world. I am dead. What does that mean, Lazar? Not quite sure. Headstrong philosophy, currently in recovery. Thanks to your channel, Douglas. Joke, what's horse's favorite game? Stable tennis. Oh, that's very good. Thank you. So, we've had Lazy Eye Ranch. We've had Taco Platter. We've had Headstrong philosophy. All these people are talking about recovery, right? Recovery. Carol M., I mean that I've tried to take meds daily, but I feel too low and edgy if I miss the doses. Well, try to stay on top of it. Maybe someone can call you every day to remind you. Yes, I know you had to set a boundary with your mom because of what happened to your dad. Well, that makes sense. What is WTG? Oh, where'd he go? Stick with Douglas. He knows the path out of the land of sorrows. I thought I was doomed to live there, but Douglas showed me the roadmap to finding the exit. Why? We need to put that in my next book. I'm actually going to go ahead and take a screenshot of that because I want to use that for my next book. How long did you do ECT? I did it for 9 weeks, and then it helped me turn the corner. But it wasn't enough. It took me 9 more months to get back to normal, and I had to use every single tool in this toolbox. You know, you guys, have you seen this little? I show it to you all the time. Self-care activities to improve your mood, healing from depression and anxiety, and then boost your psychological immune system. And by the way, that's what we need to do. Thank you, Dead Birds. Thanks for your videos, and all the best wish to everyone in the chat. 4 and 20 dead birds. Wasn't it 4 and 20 blackbirds? Don't you love that song by Paul McCartney, Blackbird Singing in the Dead of Night? Yes, I love that from the White Album. I love the UK. I'm going to get published in the UK. I'm going to come visit. I want to go on a tour. I want to meet everybody from the UK. And where is David Holden that I need him? I'm still reading The Choice, John Gaffilian. Yes, it's a hard book to read. A lot of suffering and pain. Oh, what do you mean? But if I did that, I would be sleeping outside for several years, Anthony Olson. Well, put it on a different ring. Get a different ring made. With that's my my great parable in the book about the Sufi people that were captured by a king, and the king said, "Give me something that will make me happy when I'm sad, and sad when I'm happy." And the wise man gave him a ring, and it said, "This too shall pass." A great, great parable. And that's true. I will never recover. Too much has happened. No, that's not true. That's not true. You will recover. You may feel like you'll never recover. Absolutely not true. But I want to acknowledge that you feel that way. I want to give you 100% headstrong philosophy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So much. Wendy, Wednesday Adams. I will never recover. Too much has happened. About too long now. My girlfriend has been made worse by the current situation. Wednesday, the brain is neoplastic. Anybody who can tell me what neoplastic means, I'll send them a free copy of my chart. So what does neoplasticity mean? First person to answer. So no, you can Wednesday Adams, you can recover. I have been so brought down to my knees. There was a time when I was sitting on a curb wondering, where has the real Douglas gone? Where has the real Douglas gone? And I was a shell, and I got better. Heal itself the brain. Good to see you, Kelly Burns. Yes, I love Kelly Burns from the UK. So, want to know what neoplasticity means? You need to come to Ireland. I've always wanted to go to Ireland, Wendy. Absolutely. James Joyce, one of my favorite authors, if you can understand what he's saying. Question for you. Suicidal partner hasn't spoken to me in a week, but is speaking to others via social media. What should I do? A partner that you're living with or partner that you're dating? Just say, I'm concerned about you. Is there any way I can help? Bubs, Wednesday Adams, you can and will and can recover. Anybody can just come up one more work, have to come up, put more work than others. The deeper you go, let the brain and go shrink, the further you got to climb the ladder. All right, and there's some German right there, I see. Okay, Wednesday Adams, here's a quote from a great person, Lawrence Vanderpost. I want to know if any of you have seen this besides me, because I read a ton. The depth, I want you to write this down, everybody, or take a screenshot. still. The depth of darkness to which you can descend. I'm sorry, my typing. This is going to be hard to do. And still live is an exact measure of the height to which you can aspire to reach. Okay, you got the basic idea. Okay, let's try it one more time. The depth of darkness to which you can descend and still live is an exact measure of the height to which you can aspire to reach. Lawrence Vanderpost. What goes down must come up. The deeper you go, the higher you rise. Okay? Please read my question, and it's up there. Okay, Shuhab Tariq. I've been too busy typing to see all the questions. I'm trying to find it, but I can't see it. Thank you, Dead Birds. Appreciate your help. Why did you say that again, my friend? I'm not able to find it. Is depression, repressed anger, and rage turned inward? Well, Freud thought so. Sometimes feel angry for no reason and sad and tearful in the next 5 minutes. Harsh extremes. Depression can be anger turns inwards, but oftentimes it's just a disabled prefrontal cortex, so not always. Yeah, Subhab, say it again. I couldn't find your question. There's still hope for you, Robert Stanley. You've done ECT? Damn. Well, try TMS. Try different kinds of medications. Try prayer. There's something that will help you. I know there is. She's living with family and has people to watch her. It's a bit of a long-distance relationship. Yeah, you should just give her space. You should say, look, I care about you. Please contact me if there's anything I can do. And then give her some resources. Give her the National Suicide Prevention Helpline. Send her to my website. I have a whole bunch of videos on suicide prevention. Just send her the playlist. Give her resources and let her decide. Have I read the Book of Joy, John Gafillion? No, but sounds like a great title. You love having others around you? Well, you're a human being. I'm on antidepressants for the last 6 months and sleeping pills too. How to taper off and live with it? Well, you take antidepressants 2 ways, very slowly and under the supervision of a doctor, okay? Bit by bit by bit, you got to go really slowly. I did a video on it, but ultimately you have to have someone watching out for you, someone who's trained with medications, a psychiatrist or a nurse practitioner. Does that help? There are many things to do. Never give up, says Headstrong Philosophy. Joke alert. No matter how kind you are, a German children are kinder. Wow, Kinder, meaning children. You got to know German to do that. I know I have good music taste, but you're not hearing anything. I'm sending you good energy. Taco Platter, we haven't heard from you. All right, Suhab, slowly taper under the care of a doctor. How can I get your book? Go to Amazon.com and type in Healing from Depression. Oh, very good, Authenticity Seeker. I love that quote. Thank you. When the ego weeps for what it has lost, the spirit rejoices for what it has found. One of my favorite quotes. Anyway, here is the book, upside down, Healing from Depression, 12 Weeks to a Better Mood. Type that in Amazon, it'll come right up. It hasn't sold nearly as much as I wanted to, but I have no control over that. You're weaning off your meditation very slowly and feeling good. Good Headstrong Philosophy. Lazy Eye Ranch is right. Pets are very good for mental health. They can keep you here when you're looking for reasons to live. A neoplasm is an abnormal growth of cells. Very good, David Anthony Burton. Excellent book. Buy it, says Anthony Olson. Thank you very much. Paul Izak from Why All Positive Vibes and Messages. Thank you, Bubs. Appreciate it. All right, how many people do we have now? Oh, Mark Glenn, 10 pounds. Thank you for the great work, Douglas. You're helping a lot of people in these difficult times. Well, I appreciate you, Mark. 10 euros. What country are you in? Who lives in Denmark? They're doing cool things in Denmark. They're actually paying employers to have people stay work. America has really botched the coronavirus. Sorry, I love America, but we didn't act enough. People don't have universal health care. All the flaws in our system are being shown, and maybe we can do something about it after this crisis is over. 100 people? How do you like the band Coldplay? I've heard them, but never. I heard of them, but never heard them. 102. Thank you, Nick. We reached that magic 100 mark. Your tax died, and you miss him so much? Well, guess what, Tessa? When my cat Gabriel died, I went and I got Bruce. Have we all seen Bruce? Bruce is the star of my channel. Hold on for a second. We'll find him. We'll find him. Where's albums? I can't find albums here. Done. Here we are. Okay. Here's my savior. Bruce Block. You see him? Is he a cute cat or not? Persian. My world revolves around Bruce. Yes, it is a third world country in terms of healthcare. That's what I've been saying for years. Bruce, thank you. By the way, I'm in isolation, don't have a piano. I'm a pianist. My friend doesn't feel good, but I'm too tired to be friends to her. Good advice. Go get treatment. Go see a doctor. Go see a psychologist. You can get better. Your tiredness will go away once you feel better. I don't want to come out of this trap. Depression has its own addiction. Is it true? No, people can get addicted to feeling bad. Yes, it becomes something that's comfortable, but you've got to use your will. You've got to say, I will get better. I can get better. You need to write a vision statement of wellness. You need to write down how you would look and feel if you were free from depression. Vision statements are powerful. The power of intention is amazing. And what you think in your mind eventually manifests in your life. So, you need support. So that's why I say go to a good doctor or psychologist. Heather Collins, you helped me so much. My depression is almost gone. I stay positive often. You are the best. Thank you, Heather. Well, hear that? We're doing good things. Let's have a little bit more donations. I hate to sound like I'm being mercenary. You are not alone, man. Yes, he is not, Subab. Okay. Headstrong Philosophy. This is surreal. I've been watching your videos for years now, and now you've inspired me to start a channel helping people. I'm in the UK. When I'm in the USA, I'd love to meet you. You are a warrior, or mind warrior, according to Steve Young. Whatever happened to Steve Young, man? I was supposed to send him a book, and I didn't. I feel horrible. Now I can't get his address. A good doctor or psychologist makes all the difference. So Susan Jones, how are you doing? I know work was really important to you to keep yourself well, and now you're not working. How are you spending your time? His Grace is Love. Yes, Bruce, I love that cat, a true healer. Thank you. God, nice to see old people pop up on here. Paco Chavo, you're an Indian too. What's your real name? Interesting. Do I meditate? Yes, in the morning, and the more I meditate, the better I feel. I don't do it enough. Yes. Be still and know that I am God. When you are receptive, all sorts of good ideas come to you, all sorts of insights, and plus the fact you give your nervous system a rest. Mindfulness meditation has been shown to decrease the symptoms of anxiety. One of my cats is a total goofball who makes me laugh. He plays tricks on the door, scaring him by hiding and leaping out at him. See, who says that cats are not intelligent? Mark Glenn has very generously given out his email. If anyone wants help or support, they should email him. And Mark made a very generous donation. He's a mensch. I'm on YouTube too. Look me up and send me a message that we can correspond. Anthony, what is your YouTube channel? I know you're a great piano player. Maybe that's what it is. Tell me what it is. I've been reading 12 Rules for Life by Dr. Peterson. That's a very, very famous book. Are you getting something out of it? Subhab Tariq, I was reading David Burns, feeling good, and complete in 2 months. Then I thought I lost a friend within 2 months. I'm not quite sure how they're related, but David Burns' book is very, very good. Thinking Traps and Core Beliefs. Do you have a title for any of your videos made about these two subjects? Yes. What is a mensch? A mensch is the Yiddish word person, an upright person, an upstanding person of good character. And I'll tell you how it's spelled, by the way, Nick B. Thank you. When we meet in New York, I'll introduce you to some mentions, okay? Mensch. Anyone ever heard that word besides me? The book, When Going Through Hell, same as Beyond Prozac? Beyond Prozac, no. Beyond Prozac is my prescription for wellness. When Going Through Hell Don't Stop is my memoir. How's your new book coming? Very, very well. I need more people to help me write it. I need more people to tell their stories about how they were suicidal and overcame it. So if anybody here, next week I'm going to really ask for people for editorial help. I want somebody to read my manuscript and to tell me, if someone gave this to you when you were in hell, would it help? I need feedback from you guys. Mohammed has not showed up. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's in quarantine in the Gaza Strip. Up and down, work goes on busy server, doing more things online. Are you teaching online, Susan Jones? Zen and the Art of Archery, a great book. Yeah, well, it means more than human, Tessa Jung. It means an upright human being. What kind of help do you need with your book? I need someone I need someone to look at the manuscript who's been in a dark place where they've given up hope, where they were thinking of ending their life, and then they came out of it. And I want to know if this book, if it had been given to you when you were in a dark place, it would have helped. Go back to that time when you were desperate and look at this book and give me your feedback. You've been a book editor? Well, Kay Bailey, send me your email address. I know you've sent it before. Anthony Olson is one of the only two people here who've looked at my manuscript besides Robert Jenkins, and they both like it, but I need more feedback. Headstrong Philosophy, I love you, whether you're a man or woman, and you never can tell from these YouTube names, who's who, but it doesn't matter. Well, go ahead and the editor, Kay Bailey, send me your email. I know you've done it before, but this is the book called When It Hurts Too Much to Live, Survival Guide for Those Who Are Suicidal and the People Who Care About Them. Really? Mark Glenn? Oh my God, will you please give me your email address? I'm really looking for you guys to help out. You could not only do a great favor for me, you could help the world. You could help people who are suffering by contributing to this book. All right, so. So my notebook is When It Hurts Too Much to Live. If anybody would like to look at the manuscript and give me their feedback, if anyone's been in a dark place, please email me, douglasblock@gmail.com. I always post my email on these live chats in the description. Fortier, late to the show, better late than never. You had some bad reactions to psilocybin mushrooms? Well, see, Josh, one man's meat to another man's poison. Meditation lets you take a step back from the world and lets you observe your thoughts rather than be reactive to them. And others, I've tried everything. Material for depression. Very good. Very nice. Very nice description, Bubs. I can see you've done a lot of thinking about this. All right, John Edward Gaffilian at gmail.com. Yep. Excellent. Well, thank you, John. I will definitely be in contact with you. Oh yeah, Tibetan singing bowl is wonderful. Yes, singing is very good for your moods. We are all miracles to be here right now, my friends, and each and every one is worth it. Yay, Bubs. No, the book When Going Through Hell Don't Stop is not the same as Beyond. I'll have to write this out. Ann from Oklahoma, of course. I know you, Ann. Okay, When Going Through Hell. Here. This book, A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, right? It is a memoir, memoir. It is my personal story. It is not a how-to book. When Going Through Hell is a memoir. Learning to draw online, Susan Jones? That's cool. I never heard you could do that. His Grace's Love. You saved my life 3 years ago. I'm forever grateful. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're still here and keeping on, keeping on. Does anyone have Muhammad's email address? I don't think he's ever given it out. Grace's Love, do you want to edit my book or look at it? Yeah, no, Lazy Eye Ranch, you've had a really interesting life. I think you should write it down. I definitely think you should write down your story. Well, we have 8 minutes left. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to go take off the microphone, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and plug in this computer. It only has 8% left and we have 8 minutes left. It's not going to last in terms of the juice. Maybe I can turn down the, make it less light, huh? No, I'm sorry, as low as it can go. Or maybe it's this one right here. Oh yeah, see if that helps. I went ahead and turned down the brightness on the screen, which takes up a lot of energy. Fine, keeping a mindset is very important. Of course it is. Duh. Yeah, very, very much so. Terry Murray, not believing or buying in thoughts. Feeling helps being swallowed whole, but ongoing. Yes, very good. How about a digital piano and I'm learning to play it? Has helped my self-confidence recover from depression. What is a digital piano? I have no idea, but you guys can tell me. All right. By the way, did my turning down the screen affect how you're seeing me? Probably not. 7%. Wow. Hey, Joan. Do you mind handing the cord to me when you get a chance? My computer's about to lose power. You know, the yeah. You want to make an appearance on YouTube, Joan? Joan, just say hello, live chatters.
Hello, live chatters.
There's Joan saying hello. I would be toast without Joan. She has saved my life on more than one occasion. All right, now I can turn the lights back on. All right. Electric piano, full keyboard, multiple sounds, more compact, and that acoustic and low maintains. Great. When people say cheer up, really annoys me. Yeah, well, that's true. That should annoy you because it's not in your control. You're absolutely right. God bless you, sir. I hope someday I will be able to help you with your good work. Thank you for being there with us. Well, thank you, Priyajit Kasyap. Looking forward to your stream. Cool glasses. Thank you very much. I paid a lot of money for them. Thank you. Thank you, Jason Glow, for that joke. Wiley Doodle, the best way out is through. Robert Frost, really? Find where that poem, the only way out is through is what I've been told. Thank you, Wiley Doodle. I love Robert Frost. Joke, what's CT short for? Because he's got small legs. Haha. John Gaffilian, everyone, you will and can get better and recover from what you are going through. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. It is now, we have 6 minutes left. I'm waiting for one more donation. And how many viewers are watching right now? Anybody want to tell me? Yes, I will keep it by next week, Andy T. Thank you. A very, very good point. The obstacle is the path. Zen. Yep. Are you finding that depressed people do well in certain times? I'm strangely well. Yes, a lot of people have written to me that they already were anxious. Now, you know, what's the big deal? They've already been through this. So yes, that's true. People told me to cheer up. They said things could be worse. So I did cheer up, and sure enough, they got worse. Very good. TRT work, testosterone replacement therapy. You should ask Noah. Big no. He's been through it. I hear it does. Terry Murray, Joan must be evidence. Whoops. Terry Murray retracted her message. Oh well. All right, in the last 4 minutes, does anybody have any final questions or does anyone make a final donation? I'm about worn out right now. It takes a lot of energy to do this for 1 hour straight with all you 100 people on here, but I'm doing my best to help you out. It's my mission. God saved me, so I'm trying to, you know, return the favor. So it's called paying it forward, right? You get help by other people, then you do the same. I feel somewhat better because I feel the rest of the world shares my anxiety and knows how I felt for years. Very good, Lazy Eye Ranch. Thank you, Lazara Maria. I love your name. Leah Benetti, you must be Italian with that name. Anyway, remember, anybody who thinks he can help me with my new book, go ahead and email me, douglaspark@gmail.com. If you don't need testosterone, don't take it because your body will stop producing it. Very well put. Yeah, you should not take testosterone without getting diagnosed by a doctor, of course. How to donate, Terry Murray? Well, there's a little dollar sign. You can click on that, and it will give you the option. Mark Glenn, thank you for another 10 pounds. I love you. Or you can PayPal me. Just go to paypal.com and set up an account. And my PayPal address is my email address, douglasblog@gmail.com. Oh, what? Someone just said something about Muhammad. Hold it. I got to go back here. Thank you, Douglas. I surely miss seeing Muhammad. Well, let's say a prayer for him, okay? He's not here, but we can think of him. I've been practicing for this. Everything I've done to combat anxiety and depression is helping me now. Exactly. Yes, I have made a video. It's called something. You just put in core beliefs in the search bar in my channel. You'll find it. I did a whole video about core beliefs. Yes, absolutely. Why does negative thoughts pop up quickly? First, because as human beings, because we were geared for survival, we pay more attention to the negative than to the positive. That's why the news is all about negative stuff. It gets your attention, but you need to take breaks. If you watch the news too much, it's going to make you more depressed. Let's force ourselves to get in the sun. It will heal us. You're absolutely right, Bubs. Absolutely right. All right. 58 minutes after the hour. Well, what should I do with what did I do with it? I threw on the floor. Well, I was going to put on my mask at the end. Wow, the sun is coming out. All is right with the world. Fantastic Fungi, great new movie. Actually, I saw it 9 months ago. It's a great movie, Authenticity Secure. I love that movie. Absolutely. Be careful taking anything that can reduce immunity. I was considered prednisone for nerve pain, but nope. That messes with your immune system. Dave Durango is putting his email address one more time. And what does Gold 127 mean? Does that mean you're 27 years old or you were born in 1927? Adam, I think I now have dysthymia, rarely get feelings of despair, have this chronic brain fog and numbed emotions, thoughts seem very unclear, I have a blank mind, feel okay. You're right, Adam, something is not right. Go to your psychiatrist, go to your psychologist, tell them what's going on, get a diagnosis. There are many ways to treat dysthymia, but a lot of it can be done through lifestyle habits, which is why if you get my book, Healing from Depression, you will get this free chart with it. Vitamin D and C are being recommended a lot for immune boosting, yes. Final thoughts. We are going to, I like number 27. Yes, well, 27 is 3 cubed. I love that number too. Check out YouTube Spiritual Unfoldment, okay? And there's Mark Glenn. Thank you for your invitation to connect. You give advice too fast? Well, I'm sorry, I give advice too fast because there's so many people asking questions. I'll try to slow it down. I do need artwork for the cover, Square Circle. Absolutely, I need artwork for the cover and also for the illustrations. Go ahead and send me your email. David Holden, I was just invoking you. $20.99 at the last minute at exactly 1 o'clock. The guy from California steps up to the plate. Didn't even know you were watching. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I hope you're feeling better. I know you were, down in the dumps a couple of weeks ago. Well, David, I'm so glad you showed up at the end. There's a publisher called Trigger in England, UK, might be publishing my next book. If so, I will be over there and I will look you all up. And NH website is good for accurate advice and information. Okay. Yep, do not shower after being in the sun. Your skin absorbs the vitamin D for over 24 hours. Yes, but in Oregon, in the winter, it's hard for the sun to come out. But you're absolutely right. Vitamin D is produced by the sunshine interacting with your skin. All right. Well, everybody, I want you to stay safe. I want you to social distance. I want you to wash your hands. I want you to do everything. And I want you to basically give your mind a message of peace and love and security. You're going to be okay. Shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And please look at my two videos on the coronavirus, one from March 14th, one from March 28th. I think they're very good. And yes, Liverpool, famous for the Beatles, right, David Holden? So I leave you with this great message from Julian of Norwich. And here it is, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Write that down. Great to connect. Yes, you need a job in the USA. I didn't know you were in the USA. I thought you were in South Africa. Anyway, remember, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Ask and it shall be given to you, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened. For he who asks receives, he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks the door shall be opened. Never give up. Pray for help. Reach out for support. You can get better. See you next week.